It just seemed like yesterday to when nearly everybody was calling the young, dynamic, lanky forward the next Kevin Durant. And from his athleticism and exceptional shot creation abilities at just the age of 12 years old, it only resulted in people putting him in the conversation as possibly the best high school basketball prospect since LeBron. But along the way, he ran into some serious bumps in the road that could have really ended it all. This is the Emoni Bates story. Emoni Bates was born on January 28, 2004 in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Now, he first began playing basketball at age 3 and often slept with the miniature basketball under his arm and would constantly dribble around the house. And not too long after, he would begin training with his father, Emoni Bates, who was a standout Division II basketball player at Kentucky Wesleyan before playing professional basketball overseas. The two would spend many hours in the gym where Emoni was constantly working, sharpening up his agility among other aspects in his game. Now, by just the 4th grade, he played up against high school seniors at a rec league in Saline, Michigan. And it wasn't long until he started doing his thing in the AAU circuit. Now, throughout his time in elementary school, he also participated in playing soccer, but basketball would end up being the sport that he took extremely serious. Now, he would begin to surface on the national radar in early 2016, and this was after he put up 28 points and 12 rebounds for the Toledo Wildcats in an AAU game. And from the 6th grade to the 7th grade, he grew from 6'2" to 6'6". There, he would be rated the #1 player in the class of 2022. And from the eye test, nearly every single thing that he did on the court was an exact replica of Kevin Durant. And because of that, he averaged 46 points a contest in the 7th grade, but chose to sit out for his 8th grade year to train individually. Now, at around that time, he would go on to receive his first offer from Michigan State, which resulted in Emoni committing early to play his college ball for the Spartans. In the summer of 2018, the game just kept coming easier to him, and he just kept over-exceeding expectations as he put up 17 points a contest while going up against older competition of the under-15 division of the Nike EYBL summer circuit. Now, as a freshman, Bates would attend Lincoln High School. There, he was highly touted by the national media and rated as the top recruit in his class. And as a freshman, he led Lincoln to a state championship while maintaining averages of 29 points and 10 rebounds. For his sophomore year, he put up 32 points a game to go along with 9 rebounds and became the very first sophomore to win Gatorade National Player of the Year Boys Award. Now, for his junior season, he made the transfer to Yipsy Prep Academy, a brand new school that was created by his father. Now, it was really a pointless move because he was already in a great situation at Lincoln High. Now, he still went on to do his thing and had a pretty good season at Ypsilanti, but he did fall off the radar just a bit. And not too long after, he decided to reclassify and skip his senior season of high school. But since he was so young, he would have to spend 2 years of college to be NBA draft eligible. Now, Emoni would go on to decommit from Michigan State, but because of the relationship and commitment that Emoni and his family had with Tom Izzo since he was a kid, it just seemed as though that he would be all in on Michigan State for his college ball. And because of that resulted in a lot of college coaches not even bothering to give him an offer. But eventually, a couple offers would start coming in, and he chose to sign a letter of intent to play college basketball at Memphis. And a lot to do with his decision was because his family was also close to Memphis head coach Penny Hardaway, and he also wanted to join forces with one of his closest friends in Jalen Duren. And as he entered his freshman year at just the age of 17 years old, he was the youngest player in all of college basketball. In his debut on November 9, 2021, he put up a very solid 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in a win against Tennessee Tech. But the success didn't stop there, as he was named to the American Athletic Conference Freshman of the Week. But as time went by, things got pretty rough for him, as he did go through his share of shooting slumps, and what came with that was his draft stock going down. In March, he would sit out the rest of the season due to a lower back injury and didn't return into the NCAA tournament. Now, Bates would end his freshman year maintaining averages of 10 points and 3 rebounds Bates, while only shooting 39% from the field. At this point in time, it was like all of his weaknesses were coming into the light for all to see. But nevertheless, in July of 2022, Bates would make the transfer to Eastern Michigan to play alongside Noah Farrakhan. He ultimately just wanted to play closer to home. Now, on September 19, 2022, things would all take a turn for the worse.
What?
I'm going to jail.
Where are you at, Emoni?
I'm in the back of the car.
Huh?
In the back of the car, Mom. I got caught with a gun.
Eastern Michigan basketball star Emoni Bates is facing 2 felony charges, including carrying a concealed weapon and altering ID marks on a weapon. Washtenaw County Sheriff's Office tells us he was arrested over the weekend after running a stop sign. That's when deputies in Superior Township searched his car and found a firearm.
He would go on to be suspended by the team on gun charges, but soon after, he was reinstated on October 13th following a plea deal that would fortunately lead to the charges being dropped. Now, in his season debut, he led his crew with 30 points, but in a loss to Michigan. Now, against Toledo, Bates scored 29 straight points, all in the first half, and ended the game with 43 points, but in a loss. Now, in 30 games at Eastern Michigan from the 2022-23 season, he averaged 19 points and 6 rebounds a contest. Now, on April 24, 2023, he would enter his name in the NBA draft. And on June 22nd, 2023, his lifelong goal of making it into the pros was finally fulfilled.
With the 49th pick in the 2023 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Emoni Bates from Eastern Michigan University.
Emoni Bates, the first player selected from Eastern Michigan since 1998.
Now, on July 7th, the Cleveland Cavaliers made the ultimate decision to sign Emoni on a 2-way contract. Now, during his first NBA Summer League, he would start to regain some of that same hype that he had coming out of high school, and he had nearly the perfect Summer League. His first strong performance came against the Memphis Grizzlies. He put up 21 points, grabbed 4 rebounds, and also added 2 steals and 2 blocks. But he didn't stop there, as his 17 points and 6 rebounds per game was a huge help in his team winning the Summer League title. And so far, while playing for the Cleveland Charge, he's been able to maintain averages of 23 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks a contest, while shooting 42% from the field and 40% from 3. Emoni Bates has truly been in the spotlight for a minute now. And from all the high expectations that were placed upon his name since a kid, even though he didn't quite live up to what people was projecting him to be so far, the love and passion to go along with his relentless type work ethic that he's had since a kid, it all paid off.
So you said before the draft, it didn't matter to you what pick you went.
Yes, sir.
Why was that?
Really, I just want an opportunity. This was my dream since I was 3 years old, like to get to the NBA. So I got the chance. So, I've been most happy I've ever been, man. This is like a blessing for me.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Emoni Bates story.